Okay, fine. Just me and Wendy, that's fine. Ben will gladly take it, huh, Ben? You love quality time with your mommy. Yeah, you do, huh? Oh, there's a Callie now. You got a Callie to join you, Ben. Poor baby. You thought you were going to have your mom all to yourself. Poor little stinker butt. Got your hopes all up. Hopes and dreams crushed. Okay, thank you, Wendy. There's your blankie, Ben. Or Cal. Hi, Robin. Just trying to grab one of the ribbons that I wanted. Let's see. Ow! Ooh! Bad thing about sticking a pin in those is you can easily poke yourself. Okay, let me get myself into my one group. I got everything in here before I went to bed last night. Callie, do you want out, baby girl? Okay. So hopefully everyone had a good 4th of July. I just stayed home with the dogs. I had to medicate poor Bella because she was terrified. She has her anxiety medication and had to give it to her. And she still wasn't the happiest little doggy in the world. But she did okay. She did better than she ever has because I had gave her medicine. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Glenna. Hi, Natalie. Just grabbing my tablet really quick. I went to church today, so I had to make sure that I had everything. Oh, there it is. Let me put this over here before I do something. I had to make sure I had everything kind of together before I left. So today we have our Kiss a Frog event, which is the event was inspired by Judy with Kiss a Frog Crafts with Judy. And it's a collaboration with my event group, Creative Kinship event group, and Wendy's event group, which is Dusty Granny's event group. After me is going to be Zimmy's Simple Designs. We've had the event started here at 1 p.m. Eastern. We had Pretty Pieces by Michelle, Nut and Perfect, then myself, then Zimmy's Simple Designs, creating decor with Glenna, Country Creekside Creations, then Kiss a Frog Crafts with Judy, Crafting on a Budget, Making Memories with Liz, and then Dusty Granny's Crafts by Wendy will finish out the event. I've got my little Bindi butt here behind me. For some reason, my tablet is restarting yet again. It's done that every time I've went live. I do not know why. I think I should be good without plugging anything in. Okay, so. Hi, Judy. Welcome. There we go. So my craft I'm going to be using is this frog cutout from Hobby Lobby. Normal price is $11.99, but you can get it for, I think it's either 40 or 50% off now. So it's actually, even at the $10.99, it's a pretty good deal for the size of sign that it is, because it's 15.75 inches by 14.96 inches. So it's a good chunk of wood. And it's pretty thick. I'm not entirely sure why it has the, I guess maybe, well, it's thick enough that it shouldn't bend, but it has this like kind of Z look in the back. But in a way it's a good thing, because if you're putting it on another surface, it's going to help it stand out without having to add anything extra. I'm just not entirely sure why they put it on, but. And then we might use this, one of these tissue papers. Haven't quite decided. And then I have this square plaque from Walmart. That has little slits. And this one is 15.75. Well, by 15.75. I think I'll get that off later. But what I was thinking of doing is painting the frog, doing a background, and then putting the frog on here. And then for anyone who doesn't know, this is my little Bindi. She's always here with me, sitting behind me. We share a chair. Hi, Cheryl. Callie's in here too, but she's over by the door because she knows my brother's up. He just got home from work. Hi, Judy. Just wanted to get some lotion on since I'm going to be painting. And lotion does help with the paint on your fingers. Okay, now let me pull this up really quick. I reorganized my phone, stuff on it, and so now I have to search for stuff on it. Okay. Oh, jeez. At least they're enjoying themselves. I'm not sure how warm it was. 78 here so far, it looks like. I'm not sure how hot it's supposed to get. Ew. Actually, I do see now. It's supposed to get up to 86, but it's supposed to get hotter than that this week. Okay, so we're going to... I've got my paints out there, but I need a couple more. And then we'll figure out what color for one of these. Okay, let me move this out of the way. Callie, don't do that. What? Oh, are you talking about right here? Yes, this is a Cricut Joy. I have a Cricut Joy and a Cricut Maker. My brother had bought me the Cricut Joy, and then I had found a really good deal on the Cricut Maker way later on, and so I grabbed that one so that I could do bigger things. But I do kind of like having the Cricut Joy too for like the smaller things, and then I don't have to waste like as well. You wouldn't really have to waste as big, but I don't know. I just kind of sometimes it's nice being able to use a smaller one. But the big one does really good on cutting different surfaces. I just need to get more. I need to get more of the attachments for the Cricut Maker. Oh, okay. I like having the smaller one because then if I would want to, like, for instance, like if I would want to take it to a bazaar or something to be able to customize something for someone, I could do it. Whereas with the other one, it's so big and bulky, you know, you wouldn't want to have to cart that around, but I guess I have some sand here from my last craft. I need to clean that off. Okay. So I pulled the staples out, and we're going to go ahead and we're actually going to give it a quick little sand. just to make sure it's smooth. Makes it easier to paint. I'm still not entirely sure what I'm doing with the background exactly, but I kind of have an idea, sort of a little bit. Okay. I'm glad I closed that door because that cat is in there howling. Okay. Got a couple greens that all look the same. I think I want you. Maybe you. And then one of these. This one. Okay, we're going to I thought I had some little, oh, they're there. I'm like, I knew I had little cups. So here are my little cups because I'm going to mix up my paint. Okay. Okay, I have a little lily pad here that it's sitting on. I'm actually going to paint that first and get that part done. So is anyone doing anything fun today besides watching the event? I didn't really do anything for 4th of July other than just try and keep my dogs calm. They hated the fireworks. Completely hated them. So I just mixed some of the Apple Barrel Crisp Green, Folk Art Classic Green, and then some of the Apple Barrel Limeade. Just to kind of get the green that I wanted. And if I go over the line anywhere, I can fix it when I get to painting the frog. I should have went with a smaller paintbrush. Oh, raspberry jam. Do you do it jarred or do you do the frozen kind? My grandma used to do that frozen jam, raspberry jam. That was always really, really good. I'll have to go back and catch the couple lives that I missed. Wendy and I are Eastern time. That's why our events start later than some event groups do. Okay. Canning. Oh, okay. I've never tried canning them. Well, I've never tried making actually jam at all. I used to kind of help my grandma with it, but that was when I was a little kid. Kind of, I think, the only thing we ever did together. Okay. Pacific. What did I say, Pacific, or did I say Eastern? My brain's kind of gone. I didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night. I might have said Eastern. I honestly don't remember what I said now, Wendy. Did I say the wrong time zone? My brain's gone. I took my shower for church at 2 in the morning, and then went and laid down on the couch in the recliner for a bit. After I got off the phone with Sarah, I couldn't get to sleep. Just no matter what I did, I just couldn't get to sleep last night. I think because I slept so much throughout the day. Okay, we're going to dry this really quick. Eastern. Like I said, my brain's gone. So yeah, we're Pacific Standard. But all the other event groups, most of them are either Eastern or Central. We do our times in Eastern, though, because most people are Eastern. Who participate in the event. So it's made the most sense for us to do the schedule Eastern. Okay. So we have the little lily pad part done. Okay, so this one I mix some of the folk art lime green and the apple barrel crisp green. And I'll go through and outline it later. I should sleep good tonight. I'll get a smaller paintbrush to go closer. Looks like I'm not in that one group. At least it didn't show up that I was in it. I'll have to message her. Anyways, I've been trying to kind of get stuff stocked up for some of the stuff that I ran out of for the bazaars that I was doing. And so I've been trying to make more tempered glass cutting boards and coasters, and I need to order more tumblers. I made up the last of my tumblers that I had on hand, so I need to buy some more. Oh, it came back on. Okay. I was about to turn on my data. Okay, so I'm just kind of going around the edges here. And I'll paint that part since it will kind of show sometimes. Of course, my hair is like tickling my nose. I'm trying to not get paint in my hair. Okay, we got a gross boogery part of the paint on here, so let me get that off really quick. Yuck. Anyone have any fun plans for the summer? I've just been trying to do as many bazaars and stuff as I can, and there we go. Boy, that one had a lot of chunks. You're okay, Bin Bin. I'll probably have to do a little more. Oh yeah, I thought you mentioned something about that. I've actually never been to the beach before. When you grow up as a sick kid, you kind of don't get to go and do some of those fun things. Oh, if any of you who have pages want to be notified when, so that you don't like get left out of it. But if you want to be notified when we do our next mystery box challenge event, you can, I'll post the link again in the group, but you can message either Wendy or myself, and we can get the link to you. And then that way, when we start to plan it, we can just add everyone who wants to be notified in a group chat. And then if you're available that time, that's fine. If you're not, then, you can always leave the group chat if you're not available. I've actually never been to the zoo either. Another random thing. Well, I think I was a baby when they went to the zoo. So I was a baby in a stroller when they were at the zoo. But I wasn't old enough to remember. Yeah, we'll be planning fall mystery box soon. I just need to check on when my festival things are, bazaars and then go from there. Okay. I can reuse that. So for those of you who don't know, I do go live on both Facebook and YouTube. So sometimes you might see or hear me respond to a comment that you can't see. That's generally going to be because it's on the opposite platform. Is your name pronounced Tonya? I don't think I've seen it spelled that way. But welcome. You know, every summer we used to, before my aunt moved down here, we used to go to her house for the summer. And she had a pool in her backyard. And so my cousins and I would spend all our time in her pool. They basically got us out of the pool long enough to eat, and then not long after we were right back in. I know, sometimes the painting part is boring, but I saw this adorable frog and I just had to do it. I may not have time to do all of it. Hi, Heather. Like I may not have time to do the whole background, but we'll try and get as much done as possible. And then after I get off here, I need to look and see if I got shared into that one group, because I tried looking, but I don't see myself being in that group. Okay, this part sucks because trying to make sure you match up the right color. Ew. Oh, geez. I hate when you get those booger thingies. Paint boogers, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, that looks close enough. Wendy, please don't kick your mommy. Oh, hi, Shanti. No problem. Thank you for sprinkling. And when I get off here, I'll go through and see who sprinkled, and I do. Happy mail. And anywhere I need to, I can go back over it. Afterwards. I'm just kind of smoothing out some of the different colors. Because I didn't get the paint quite the same color, but I did get it close. Okay. That paintbrush is too hard now. Let's see. So don't forget that up next is Zimmy Simple Designs. And you can find all of the lives and replays in the Dusty Grannies event group and Creative Kinship event group. And they're free groups. And then I'll outline this all with black. No. I bought it from Hobby Lobby. Right now it's either 40 or 50% off. It's in their spring section. And so that's what I have so far. Okay, move these out of the way really quick. So I only have 3 minutes left, so I'll finish painting the eyes. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the frog on this surface. And I'll paint like blue at the top for the sky. And then I think I'll probably do, I'm not sure what color eyes I'm going to do for the frog yet. But I have both of these tissue papers. And I'm deciding kind of which one I want to do. Kind of thinking maybe this one. Actually, I could put this more up at the top and then do blue at the bottom for the water. And put it like that. So I might do something like that and Mod Podge this on. Or I do have this one that I can Mod Podge on. And this board is from Walmart. What the? Really? My phone is fighting with me. I was thinking about maybe doing white here and then blue with a little black in the middle. This is kind of the most painting I've done in a while for like one craft. There we go. Okay, so my time is up. So I'll post a picture of this on my page and in the group. And probably in the comments too. So go ahead and hop on over to Zimmy's Simple Designs. She's live now. And then don't forget to check out the rest of the crafters in the event today. Thank you so much for joining me, all of you, and you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye.